That would be my luck if some person is in a podcast and they're sitting there talking about something and they bring up the wrong title. And I'm just slapped with this content strike just because, hey, you mentioned our company. Well, fuck you too!
Well, the craziest thing I heard for that is the cinema snob was sitting in a parking lot after a movie talking about a movie.
Oh, I heard about that.
That's crazy.
That is absolutely insane. Because that's not copyright at all. That's a straight-up violation of freedom of speech.
Maybe the creators thought that the video is going to be negative. It says, "Oh no, we're not going to have this negative review here. Take it down."
By the way, guys, we're live.
Yes, we are live. Sorry, went into a bit of a tangent right at the start there. Hello, everybody. I am Postscript of the Brony Crusaders here. We're with episode 8 of Bronies Synonymous. It's Comical Situations. And we got a little bit of a table here. Got some new faces, got some old faces, and of course we have my wonderful co-host Rosie.
Hey, everybody.
We got Tricky Fox.
Hello.
One of our more regulars is Anime Wolf Gamer.
Hello.
We have Tortera. I hope I said your name right for once.
Yes, you did.
Joining us today is Brushstroke.
Hello.
And for the first time ever, for no good reason.
Greetings.
And I say that in 2 different ways.
I was dying to say something witty and I lost my nerve.
Oh, God. Anyway, so today is going to be a conversation about different fandom creations, such as comics and artwork. We've already covered music, we've covered animation, so now we're going to move into artwork and comics. I am debating on doing fan fiction. We might do that next time, or I'll come up with a different topic. I do think fan fiction does need its own podcast, though. We'll see who I can drag in. But
my only little critique about that for the comics, if I known it would have been comics, I would have spent like the whole week like looking up specific comics to be ready with. Because there's a lot of ones that specifically the authors need the care and attention and the love and the respect, and I would have. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm taking.
Well, that's kind of the thing. It's more we're sharing experience and expression, not really information. It's like telling our own stories. This is some of the stuff that I've come across. The whole format behind Bronies Synonymous has always been something along the lines of a support group where people go in and they share their experiences. So that was what Bronies Synonymous was built on. The reason why Rosie is my co-host is because both of us have experiences in that kind of a setting.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a fairly open discussion, so just try to keep on topic. You can wind up rambling. There's a couple of people who do that just about every podcast.
Okay.
But, so who would like to go first?
By the way, I don't. Before we start, okay, just know that around like 4:50 my time, I have to head out because I. Don't laugh, I'm going to a knitting group. Yes, I knit. Shut up.
Okay, Grandma.
Shut up.
But,
oh, come on, that's cute.
Why don't I go ahead and let you go first then?
Okay,
I was talking to Brush.
But,
I brushed her aside.
Brush.
Okay, then go ahead, Brush.
I found that comic, by the way.
But,
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do searches for the comics, I'm not going to link them in the description. I'm too fucking lazy, but it'll let you be able to talk about it a lot better.
I could write it out so you could copy paste it later.
Oh, Jessica. Hello.
Oh, yeah, we have a Jessica joining us as well. Hello, Jessica.
Hello.
Anyway, as I was telling everyone else, and now that we're live, I was telling the audience, who will show up later apparently. I've got one viewer, and it's probably one of you guys. But the topic is the title is Comical Situations. We're going to talk about comics and artwork within the fandom. So talk about your favorite pony art, I guess, would be the best way to put it.
Well, I'm gonna go first. Does anybody remember the guy who made Double Rainbow the most disappointing and insulting project out of the entire fandom?
I happen to like
that's
Double Rainbow.
That's a weird way to say Project Thundercloud.
You guys are both assholes. We've already talked about animation, thank you. So
okay, let's see. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about fan comics.
Anime did say he was going to go first, so if
okay,
you've actually got artwork or a comic to talk about instead of animation.
There was some, okay, the guy who made that, he also made this one comic that I saw on DeviantArt when I was when Curiosity Peak, I wanted to check what his work is before he ended up working on that. And he worked on a comic called The Ballad of Pinkie Pie. Basically, it was a story about how Pinkie Pie's having a fun day at the carnival with Twilight, and then some weird shit happened. Basically, it's a grim tale. And I gotta say, it's actually really good because, for one, it actually tests Pinkie Pie psychologically on how she handles the situations, whether trying to sing his way out, but then it doesn't work, and it forces her to do things that she's not comfortable with. It was actually a good story. I just wish he updated the thing though.
Is it a comic or a fan?
It's a comic.
Oh, do you know where it is?
Yeah, it's on his DeviantArt page. I just what was his name? Let's see, Zach something. Dude, what was? Hold on, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna see.
There's a couple different artists up on DA that I wind up following. A lot of them are. I like Morose. He doesn't do everything in English. He actually does it in German, but he's got English translations for his comic. He's got this. He's got this retelling story, I guess, in a way.
Because Magical Girl version of my.
Yeah, it brings.
I love that one.
It brings the MLP characters into a human world, and they're reborn, and apparently the main 6 are magical girls, and they can transform into shit.
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
Are you talking about that Sailor Moon kind of inspired thing?
Yes.
I hope you realize MLP was also inspired by Sailor Moon. Lauren Faust herself makes that claim.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
I remember.
And I know Sailor Moon was the inspiration behind Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Which I haven't seen yet.
That is okay. Take this as politely as possible. I know that is a very I know show. that was custom made for you, sir.
Okay.
You need to go watch
FNGR, I just have one thing to say. I've said it before. FNGR, you Titanic ass.
What? It's an amazing show. It's wacky, goofy. It's funny.
Anyways, we probably need to get back on topic, though.
Yeah.
Friendship is Magic by Moros. It's perhaps one of my favorite fan works ever. It has such a good art style. It's a perfect combination of magical anime girls the tropes with MLP, and it was
That is the type of art style I wish I could do. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, it's very pleasing for the guy. At some points, maybe a little bit too pleasing, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, Tricky's all into those 14-year-olds.
That look older.
We will hold it. The main 6, the show staff has been on record as saying they're 16 to 24.
I actually think that the characters in the comic are supposed to be seniors in high school or something. So they got to be 17.
Rainbow Dash is the youngest one of the cast with 13. I think the rest of the cast is 16 to 18.
But I love one particular artist up on DA. His user handle is DM29.
Oh damn! I was about to pull that up.
Yeah, he does all the Flash Sentry art, which is fucking awesome, and I love it. And I also love the fact that whenever I post him into the chat rooms, it pisses everybody off because everybody hates Flash except for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've been doing. I have a fun story about DM29. This was back when I still talked to Corpulent. Is it in one of the pictures he shows Twilight cold cocking Flash Sentry, and I left a post there and said Corpulent Bronies behind this, and he retweeted it out, and he's like, "So Corpulent, where's my money?" Corpulent went and paid him.
It is from what I know was saying earlier, everybody hates Flash, everybody hates Chris, everybody hates Flash.
Okay, I'm gonna go old school now, because the first thing that always comes to mind when I think about fan comics is CSI Mad Max. Remember her?
Oh, which one?
CSI Mad Max.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Me neither.
Was during the early days of the fandom. season 1 and she was active during season 1 and season 2. And she was basically the front runner for fan comics. Basically, every time she did a comic, she got her own feature on EQD back then when it meant something. And
no, I don't think you realize getting featured on EQD is still somewhat of a big deal. It's just they hate analysts. They hate the review.
Well, anyway, those fan comics were before the analyst community was even a thing.
If I could back you up on that, they've softened to that a bit. It's taken a bit of tugging and pulling, twisting, cajoling.
Yeah, no, actually, one of the hardest things to get on EQD is actually fanfics. Lately, I've tried that like multiple times, and I've always gotten rejected.
Well, that's one thing I've actually noticed with EQD is they don't wind up doing a whole lot of stuff for fan fiction. They have specifically designed it to where you can turn any fan fiction post works off. So but I can partially understand it personally because I know that Bronies are a media fan base. I bring this up in my podcast over in Limbo actually, because we watch a TV show and most of what we wind up watching is music, animation, videos. Sometimes audio stuff. Like we've got the audio series going for Doctor Who's and a couple of them, few of them.
Bride of Discord, Daughter of Discord.
Yep, Bride of Discord. All of this stuff is audio, but when it comes down to fan fiction, about the only thing that people really might pay attention to are either ones that are dramatic readings or gag readings or audio stuff.
Well, there's Equestria.
There's another reason for that is that you have to remember that basically there's a lot of fan fiction that gets put out constantly. The time it takes to go and review and for example, they usually don't look even through their videos all that damn much. Is kind of why I've gotten away with certain things.
Yeah, especially like on
cough Ryan playing a Chinese caricature.
Yeah, especially on like fanfiction.net, it can be difficult to sort out the good fanfictions from the bad ones. But we're kind of getting off topic now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to give. I was just trying to give EKD a fair shake because no one else will.
Yeah, some of the fanfictions though might actually have comic projects. Anthony, you were talking about a Doctor Who's comic series that I myself have read, but I can't quite remember the title either.
I had it pulled up literally like a second ago. I think I put it in the chat.
Actually, I remember there was actually a comic about this Call of Duty My Little Pony thing. Yeah, it's very ridiculous.
I've never heard of that one, honestly.
Well, if you played a Call of Duty game, it's pretty much that. Basically, it's just the ponies kicking ass, and that's about it. If you just want action,
so essentially, it's the season 4 finale.
Yeah, you just
well, that was more DBZ than Call of Duty.
Pages. That's not that long.
The season 4 finale only probably a little bit more violent.
To give reference for the one that you were mentioning, the Doctor Who's one, the artist is Eduardo, I believe. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. I think it is just called Doctor Who, sadly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that doesn't help much. No. There's a lot of Doctor Who's projects out there. There's a lot of MLP stuff out there. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I have a few fan comics. I don't follow a specific fan comic artist, but there's like tons of comics that I really love. There was one by Dragon Fox Girl, and it was basically a comic from season 5 finale that we didn't see. It was about using the time travel spell one more time to swirl back in time to meet her family self, and so the spell. It was really, really, really sad, and also made you sympathize with Starlight, after what happened between her and Sunburst. And Magpie Pony and Pitch Productions did a comic dub on that on YouTube and that was really good.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I remember that one fan comic that was released after the season 5 finale. I don't know the artist. I usually just click the highlighted comics on EQD, read them if I think, and don't necessarily add them to my favorites or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this one comic with a scene where they Starlight and Twilight visit Starlight's childhood. And Twilight is like, "Oh, she's so cute. I'm gonna be her mommy." and we see how suddenly Starlight has flashbacks to her new childhood with Twilight as her mother.
Oh, jeez.
And Spike gives a statement commentary. I don't know what to think of it. It's either cute or weird. Weird.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that one.
Is that the one with the weird Halo avatar on DA?
I don't know.
I think it's Utopia, I believe.
But, yeah, one of my favorite artists actually is actually Sakimi-chan, and they do. This person has done some MLP art. I can't access the actual chat to this, so I'm just gonna send it over the Google Plus thing. But this one's one of my favorites. Honestly, it's the one that this person did, Twilight Sparkle, and he or she also does like Sailor Moon pics and other like TV shows and stuff like that in anime. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just really like the lighting that they do in their artwork and stuff like that. So it's a lot of the stuff that they do is just really pleasing to the eye.
Well, Brush, could you post it on the side? There's a little.
I'm on mobile. I don't know how to access it.
No, never mind.
Hang on, I can copy it.
Thank you.
You know,
Like I said, I'm stuck on mobile until I get a job.
There you go.
Until I get a
This is the picture she's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
By Sakimi-chan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, it's
A little bit of an
cool.
uncovered belly, though.
Lot.
So for some reason it doesn't there. Oh, that's a pretty good picture.
Yeah, you can kind of.
That's a pretty good picture. Are you
Wow.
going to go for edgelord?
I would love to draw like this person can, but I'm still a novice at digital art right now.
Well,
Have you seen the shit that I upload?
one of my favorite artists on DA is Uo Tapo. I'm not so.
Udapo! Oh, I love Udapo!
Yeah, the Sunset Helper series is just so cute. It's just adorable equestrian girls art.
Yes. Sunset Helper is best comic series. Oh my god.
Gosh, yes, I love that series as well.
One of my favorite Sunset Helpers, I think, is when she does the posing for the artist, and all the guys are in the background.
Yes.
I also like the one where I think it was both Sunset and Sideway, I think. They were at Fluttershy's desk when in Game Master that she had all them cardboard anime cutouts. So she was like a local artist.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Look at this moon pie picture I posted in the chat. It's just so
awesome.
cute.
My favorite Sunset Helper is actually the one with the Girl Scouts.
Oh my god, that one is so cute!
Oh yeah. That. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, so much cookies to carry.
Oh, what about the number 15, the one like right after the Derpy Hooves mini trilogy or whatever it is? It's just got Lyra and Bon Bon, and they're both holding on to letters. And she's like, "You ought to you should have sent these letters directly to each other."
Yes. Another well, it's not a Sunset Helper one, but another piece of artwork that I like that the same artist did was the one with Gangster Pinky, and she's in the. Oh my gosh.
I know the piece you're talking about. That is amazing.
Yeah.
And the group pictures are also pretty good, like the latest two Oni-chans and Oni-samas.
He's actually done a couple comics. He did one comic called Handy Woman, which I think was the beginning of the Sunset Helper series. But he also did a comic. I keep saying he. I'm expecting it to be a guy. It might be a girl. But,
Don't know.
I believe it was Udapo who did the Apple Bloom at Home.
Oh yeah.
Home Alone.
Oh
comic.
yeah.
Not a word. Just not a word, and it was like one of the best comics I have ever seen in my life.
Okay, there is this one comic series without any speech bubbles, where Twilight and Sidewise switch places.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I loved that comic too. That was a good one.
Hey Jess, do you have any favorite MLP fan comics you like, or
I
any
like
MLP fan
I like
artists?
I like Dazzling comics.
Oh, it was Udapo who did the this Twilight and Sidewise flip. Whenever Sidewise goes to Equestria to see the library at the castle, and you know, Pony Twilight shows up to the human world, and she's like, "Oh my God, library!"
Yes, Anthony,
Yeah,
that was the comic I was talking about.
But yeah, that is Udapo. He's got it in his. I keep saying he. I need to look this up. Hang on.
Yeah, but I like the Dazzling comics, and I also like everybody's art here on DVD. I like there's so many artwork I like on DVD. I can't say everybody. There's so many.
Okay, another
right.
decent stable is Brony Berserker.
Oh, I remember Brony Berserker.
That changeling.
He does
Yeah, you changelings got to stick together, huh?
He kind of did his artwork started to it started to resemble the what you call it
Official comic.
Yeah, it did start to. I was wondering if it was someone from the official comic for a while there.
Yeah, it's in general, if you look at it from, I think the artist was Andy Price. I'm not entirely sure.
Has anyone got a link to him?
Uh,
Because I feel embarrassed I don't have him followed. If nothing else, I'd like to get that
I'm not
link.
familiar with the name, otherwise I'd be linking you right now. I could do a search for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
Oh, you guys know the big MLP story, Past Sins, right, by Penstroke?
Yeah.
I've seen recently that an artist called Saturn Star has actually is doing a comic version of that book.
Oh, sweet.
An actual comic.
Well, like I said, I know that some of the different fan fictions out there have comic renditions.
I think there are about 120 at least for the Equestria.
Let me see if I can find it. The Saturn Star.
That is something I'm waiting for a decent audio series of.
Yeah.
I wonder how many comic pages it would take to make Project Horizons.
But yeah.
1,226.
Oh,
Holy
damn.
But one thing I
No, I really don't know. I was just pulling a number out of my ass.
You got away with that.
But one thing I really noticed is the fact that a lot of people started to imitate the official comic style of Andy Price, so artist who wrote the first comic.
There's a lot of people who wind up.
There's
a lot of people too that also have started using the pointy pony forms that we first got in a Candlelit Wedding.
Yeah, that's pretty popular.
Yeah, people have been using the pointy pony form. There's artists that are trying to copy the art style from the comics. There's always been people who have been trying to do the art style of the show itself. People like imitating the different versions of ponies we wind up getting in the series.
I more like it when people use their own art style in their comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
I like those kinds of art styles better because I like to count myself as them, even if mine's shit. Yeah, I don't do show style, comic style, nothing. I kind of developed this whole mix between pony and anime. So
Yeah,
I kind of like.
I
like
personally
pony anime.
like it a lot if an artist managed to nail the show style. If it really looks okay, that's good. That could be a
Well,
screenshot from the show.
Well, tricky if you really think about it. Look where oh my gosh, Button Mash ended up.
Wait,
yeah,
wasn't
perfect show style gets people in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, the only person that you mentioned, Tricky, that matches that was basically Jam Animations, and you know how that went.
There was another C&D that happened for that. The Journey of the Spark got C&D'd.
Oh yeah, Journey of
the Spark. What's that?
Oh yeah, that
It was supposed to
Um,
be. It was supposed to be a fan movie.
Yeah, and that same kind of thing kind of does. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a fan movie done by another Brony animation company, but like there was something like happened with the staff and also like the cease and desist. They had to try and make it into like an audio drama instead.
Like they can still try to get the by putting did what Bride of Discord did and just put pictures over it where the scenes are happening.
Yeah.
Although I
and
remember when I first heard about that, I was like, oh yay, this is probably gonna end up being like Double Rainbow, hyping it up until it's disappointment with the animation. And then when I heard,
you know one of the other good artists I think still hasn't been mentioned is not Udapo, Joey Wagner.
Yeah.
Joey Wagner is the one that does the artwork for the Doctor Who's an assistant radio plays because they wind up having they have artwork flash across the screen as they change scenes and whatnot, and I've always really liked that style because it's very stylish.
Yeah.
It's very stylized.
But yeah, kind of going back to the C&D thing real quick, and that the whole C&D thing kind of makes me worry for that whole Rainbow Factory movie that they're doing.
wait, how would you even make a Rainbow Factory movie if
lots and lots of blood.
Yes, very nicely put. Very nicely put.
I remember, I only remember reading a few of the Rainbow Factory, and all I can remember is this. It's basically just people getting tortured. It's just ponies getting tortured a lot, and the only story that I can have a clear resemblance is that is basically Rainbow Dash with his psychological stuff along with Scootaloo, if I remember.
Yeah.
The only thing I actually know about the Rainbow Factory is that one song.
Yes, that's
Yeah, I know the song. Somebody, I was on Mabinogi, and somebody wrote out a score scroll, which is how you play music in Mabinogi, that was Rainbow Factory. They're like, hey, you'll like this one. And I'm like, this sounds familiar. What is it? It's Rainbow Factory. What the fuck?
Speaking of which, that Magpie thing with the Undertale song that used the Rainbow Factory tune, that's back up, right?
Yes, it is.
Am
Yeah.
I the only one here who's not Undertale trash?
Yes, probably.
But something you kind of have to admit about Rainbow Factory itself, it has a little bit more of a plot than Cupcakes.
Yeah, I haven't read Cupcakes. I have no intention to do so, but I think it was intended as a masterpiece.
Yeah, but yeah. Speaking of Rainbow Factory, I do like some of the fan works for it. Let me see if I can find my favorite one here.
I think they actually had a sequel story. Was it written by the same artist?
Yeah, it was written by the same. Well, I think it was. Yeah.
But it was like a. It was like Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo, and they're like part roboticized or something like that. Because there's artwork of this story all over the place.
Yeah, Pegasus Device.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it was written by the same person. I think. I forget the person's name that wrote the song. Shoot. I know Brony Dance Party is working on a video for
Living
it.
in Tombstone, I think.
As long as we don't talk about the person.
Anyway, another comic that I see from time to time, done by Light262. It's an overarching comic series called Timey Wimey. I love the way she used her effects in that comic. They're just so beautiful. I love
This
it.
is a comic I've never been across before. This is a good one.
Oh, wow.
You see,
Yeah.
this is the kind of artwork I wish we could see in an MLP comic. It's close to the show style, but stylized, and they use their shading and lighting effects perfectly.
Another favorite comic that I liked, featuring Rainbow and Scootaloo, is called When the Pegasus Blooms. And I know Postscript did this as a comic dub a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
That was really, really cute. I love it.
It was, yeah. Oh.
Like I remember there was this one. I remember there was this one comic dog that I saw a while back. It was that basically the story was how Applejack's parents died, and it's like how it had like a connect. I think it was called Apples to the Core, if I remember.
Core of the Apple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Core of the Apple, yeah.
I've heard so much about that one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really sad. Sad backstory to that.
I know. I'm gonna post a link in here because again, I can't get to the actual chat in here.
Is that the one with the yellow pony with like a disability?
And no, that's Pride of the Apples that
okay.
that was on.
But yeah,
This is called the Core of the Apple.
Alright.
It's about Applejack's family. And how they.
Oh
how
yeah,
Hang on, this is the one you wanted shared?
Yeah. Like I said, I can't get to the actual chat in here while I'm on, since I'm stuck on freaking mobile.
I wish you could actually get on. I wish you could actually post things on mobile.
Ring, ring. Oh.
Sometimes.
I like this one because you kind of have to admit it's kind of a creepy image.
Oh god.
The facial expression is actually really well done in this one.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it creepy.
What is the artwork like that? If I'm like Grimdark in that, it freaks me out.
Rainbow
Totally
looks
freaks me out.
quite mad on this picture. I like it.
Yeah, and this person also did one for cupcakes. If you'll see down there.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes, so sweet and tasty.
Don't ever sing that song again, please.
I also know, like there was also this other comic dub about basically Scootaloo finally gonna hang out with her inspired sister, but then Rainbow Dash said that she's finally accepted to the Wonderbolt, and Scootaloo kind of came very because she's gonna go away for a while.
That's another interesting mix that I've seen the fandom do, and I don't think I've ever seen work like it before until MLP started doing it. Is comic dubs.
Cool.
Those things are actually fairly popular from what I've seen. There are people who are doing the voice work of these comics, and they're posting the comics up in video format.
No.
Mhm.
You know, I'm trying to do that.
I have no idea what the hell you just said.
Yeah, everybody.
You went robot and underwater quick. Holy shit.
Can you hear me?
Anime is a robot. Run.
I think
Can you
this
hear me
robot
now?
is broken.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what I'm saying is that yes, and even I'm trying to get off something off the ground. Like I'm trying to get the the official MLP comics. I'm trying to get those dubbed.
Yeah, I'm involved in that.
That's likely going to stir up some problems.
Oh,
Hey,
like
guys, I gotta.
there's an entire channel that hosts these things, and so far, and the comics are owned by, at least most of it is owned by IDW. Hasbro only makes decisions on those.
I only understand half
Hey,
of it, but
guys.
there are several comic dubs of the official comics already, and they seem to do fine.
Guys, I gotta start heading out. I'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Okay, see ya.
Okay,
All right, catch you later, Brush.
But yeah, this was fun. Bye.
Brush, 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 brush.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep doing that every time she's around. I swear to God. But is there any more like comic or artwork you guys can think of? Some of your favorites?
Oh! There was a comic. There was
Oh,
a
boy.
comic I found recently. It features Moon Dancer and Coco Mel.
I
Oh,
sent you the link to that one.
Yeah, you showed me
Yeah,
it.
I read.
Yeah, it's Threads of Friendship or something like that. It's
Yeah,
a small
I think
comic
it
series
was
that
the-
has recently been started ever since Moon Dancer was revealed, and Moon Dancer goes to Camelot to study, and she winds up being roommates with Coco Pamel, who moves into this
They have-
shitty-ass apartment complex, which I can totally understand. I
Oh.
know the feels. But yeah, it's a good one.
Mhm.
No, after seeing that, I think I'm hoping to do an actual comic dub of that. Like if I can find people to do Moon Dancer and Coco Pamel, I think I'm definitely.
Yay!
That would be a pretty
Why
interesting
not kidding?
Friends Forever issue, yeah?
Yeah,
You guys
that would be
wind
a
up
perfect
doing
Friends
a dub
Forever
of
issue.
those
Yeah.
comics. I want to be the lazy-ass manager.
Oh god.
But yeah, it's a good comic series. I like it. It's still ongoing. A lot of the comics that I've been reading are still ongoing, and they
Yeah.
update so infrequently.
That's
They're good.
That's a thing. I hardly read any ongoing comics. I usually just click on the news comics after an episode aired to get a laugh or two out of it.
I don't read much comics. I just look at people's artwork.
Well, what's some of your favorite artwork pieces? We've been talking about Udapo and the comics.
I don't
Here's
actually.
he does Sunset Helper.
I've never actually saw any of them.
She likes artworks that feature the Dazzlings.
The Dazzlings, and I like all of your artworks as well.
I think Udapo did a short comic of like, is it Redemption or something like that, where it has the Dazzlings going back, and
there are at least a few pictures she made of the Dazzlings. I think there was a pretty cool vampire one.
yeah, there's a three deviation comic that I think was called Redemption, where it shows them trying to go back and they're trying to take over again, and she gets hit by the rainbow of death apparently, and gets transformed into this sweetheart little one. Her friends, yeah,
I think
both.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, Arya and Sonata are sitting there going, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, I saw that
face.
one. They're just like they feel sorry for Adasha because she went crazy and mental and everything. And next thing you know, when she
comes
hit.
back, she's wearing glasses with her hair put back into the ponytail.
I just like, what the fuck?
Arya and Sonata get this look on their face
Like,
like
what
the
the fuck?
world's ending.
I love the Dazzling so much.
But yes, there's a lot of good artwork of the Dazzlings out there. Oh, have you seen the anime? I want to know the artists who did this and if they have a DeviantArt or a DeviantArt page. The one who did the Friendship is Manly videos.
Oh,
I want to see them do more artwork of the Dazzlings in that art format. Because that was just epic. I want to see more art like that. That would be great.
Okay, and what always gets a laugh out of me is Sketchy's Sketchy Date series.
Yeah, I've seen what's Sketchy the Changing is how you guys been doing. I like the one with Luna.
Yeah,
She's the Luna fanboy, of course.
Luna!
And of course the Spitfire one.
Yeah, that was funny.
I can't be record.
Oh no, actually, I like the. Is it? I don't think it's like a comic dub kind of thing, but I think it's like Magpie Pegasus Pitch and things. I like that one with little baby Celestia, and she's like appy, and then she's just like
Oh, yeah.
Saying
I've seen
more
that
up
one.
here, so more up here, but she's like, and then they're like, nope, nope.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
And now the
Sounds
call
not
is being
the best.
overrun by cuteness. I can't handle it. No.
Cute? You want cute? You
She's
have
flying
endless
apart at the
cute.
seams, Captain.
Smart papa, smart papa. I love
Blah,
that.
blah, blah.
That's a comic series I would love to see. Is an MLP Star Trek crossover. Why it hasn't been done yet is beyond me, but I would love to see that kind of a comic series.
Well, I actually saw a comic like this once.
Oh, there's
with-
plenty of
and-
artwork
and-
like it. There's
There
plenty of
was-
artwork like it, but I would love to see like a full-fledged comic with like MLP lore and whatnot, where they travel into space.
But there was still this one comic with Picard Pony and Cube Pony.
Yeah, like I said, there's plenty of artwork.
Wait, that actually predates the introduction of Discord. It wasn't even known that Q would be, Johnny Lindsay would be in the show at this point,
Yeah.
Oh.
which makes it quite hilarious in hindsight.
What's the fun in making sense?
You got that wrong, right?
That was such an evil laugh. I love it. It was an adorable evil laugh.
Oh. Oh.
I think we're gonna kill Jessica with cuteness now, though.
But yeah, every time I see cuteness, my heart can't take it at all. It's the same with like Pokemon designs. I can't take it with new Pokemon. My heart can't take this.
Then try another from Utapo.
That is one thing that I'm trying. That is one thing I'm looking forward to. While we're talking about Pokemon, is I'm looking forward to seeing the evolutions of the 3 new Pokemon they just released for like E3.
Although there's loads of people that don't like Poplio. There's a lot of people who like Litten and well out there.
No,
I
I'm,
like
I'm
Poplio.
talking about the 3 new
Poplio's-
ones they just revealed: the bird, the rat, and the bug.
Oh, it's not a rat, it's a mongoose.
Yeah, it's mongoose.
Yeah, there's always. That's the thing, though. At the start of the game, there's always some kind of rodent. There's some kind of bird, and there's some kind of bug to catch. That has been tradition
There's a
for
lava
every
beetle.
generation.
There's a lava
Wow.
beetle, a woodpecker, and a mongoose. And this is
Wow.
actually, these are all invasive species. They're based on that.
I want to remind you, the bird Pokemon the common bird Pokemon you got in X and Y actually evolved into one of the most badass Pokemon of that generation.
Talonflame. Oh, God.
Talonflame is black and red, and it kills everything.
So it's basically Toon Critic's sense of humor. All right. We probably should get back on topic, though.
Yeah.
Are there any more
No.
art or comics you guys want to talk about?
I have no idea.
Not really. Can't think of any.
Any art or comic projects of your own you want to spiel out? Because I know we got a couple artists in here.
Oh, I forgot you were speaking. I didn't see your little green thing lighting up. Sorry, Post. Oh, for God's sake!
For Pete's sake.
But speaking like about like
You got you and him as the robots in there.
yeah.
Yeah, Anime Wolf Gamer has been replaced by. I was gonna say ET, but he was an alien.
Hans.
Maybe he's being replaced by RoboCop. I guess if nobody else has any other art pieces or comics they want to talk about, it's a good time for us to sign out. It's been a good conversation, though. I like hearing about some of this stuff. I hope that somebody finds some good stuff stemming from what we've brought up here. And yeah,
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're.
I'm gonna go look for more artwork and comics after this, though. It's got me. And I've got a couple ones I need to read, apparently. So yeah, so I guess this is a goodbye from Anime Wolf Gamer, assuming he hasn't turned completely cyborg.
I'm so sorry if I wasn't very talkative about this. I just don't. read too many comics. I just look at
Well,
artwork.
like I said, this has been a podcast about artwork and comics, and you've brought up a
that's
couple
not
good
right.
art pieces that were pretty fun to talk about.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's goodbye from Cyborg Anime apparently, and goodbye from Tricky.
Stay foxy.
Okay, you can keep telling yourself that. And this is goodbye from Jessica.
Goodbye.
And goodbye from my wonderful co-host Rosie.
Aw.
See you later, Heavy Pony.
And this is Postscript of the Brony Crusaders, and I can't wait to see some of the commentary on this one. I want to hear somebody. I want to see what others have to say about this.